morning. I'm the bee lady. I want to talk to you about killer bees. You would not believe all the flack I get for calling them what they are, is killer bees. I had a tiny hole in my veil. Can you see this? Half an inch. And I removed a colony earlier in the week, and they were actively seeking out that hole, got in my veil while I was working, stung me, of course. Come on. Got in that veil through that half-inch hole. And let me tell you, when you've got 30,000 of them all trying to get at you, and suddenly you're seeing their backs inside your veil, it's not good. Takes care of that. And you can see this veil is also bent right here on the rim. So I'm gonna just put this on and do a little bit of shoring it up. We don't want the bees touching anywhere near your skin, because they'll stick their stingers through that, they'll stick their stingers through cloth. Doesn't matter with them. Oh, back to the detractors telling me not to call them killer bees. It's like something out of a 70s movie. No, it's real life. They are horrible, and they are trying to kill any creature around their queen. So I'm going to call them what they are. They are killer bees. And from what I've seen, they don't hybridize. They never get any gentler. So I say Africanized honeybees. I think that's a myth. Here in southern New Mexico, it certainly is. And there are a lot of myths about them. I talked to one kid recently, and he said, well, they give darker honey, don't they? No. The quality of your honey depends on your flora. Depends on what they have to work with. They do give less honey. That's a fact. Scientifically proven. And they do make tens more bees. They're all about procreation. They were created by a businessman in Brazil in 1956 to guard against, well, the European bees in Brazil didn't do very well against all the mold and humidity. And then varroa came on the scene, and it was even worse for the Europeans. So a man named William Farr, I think, imported 20 queens from Tanganyika, Africa, which is no longer a country, in 1956, and they were safely in enclosures behind excluder screens until a visitor came in 1957 and said, "These bees are having trouble getting through these screens." And he put the screens down, and the rest is history. The first death in the United States was just south of Waco, Texas. I believe that was 1987. Don't quote me on that, but it was the late 80s. And we have them here. We had a horse killed on Mother's Day here in Eddy County. So that's big. And I fortified my little thing. So I'm off to fight them another day. They are killer bees. Don't tell me not to say that. It is not a movie plot out of the 70s. And you who say that, you're just minimizing. I'm going to protect people